Every year, lightning kills and injures thousands of people. But have you ever wondered why a bolt chooses a tree, a building, or even a human body? Is it chance or is there a rule behind it? In this documentary, we are going to uncover how a storm decides where to strike, why sometimes the flash stays hidden in the clouds, and why sometimes it comes straight for the ground. And most importantly, whether there's any way to avoid becoming its target. How a thundercloud charges up inside a thunderstorm, warm, moist air rises high into the atmosphere, where the air is much colder. The water vapor turns into tiny droplets and then into ice particles. At the same time, heavier droplets and hailstones are falling downward. So inside the cloud, you have an up and down traffic jam light ice going up, heavy slush coming down. When they bump into each other, some of their electrical charges get knocked loose. It's just like rubbing a balloon on your hair. One surface ends up positive, the other negative. After millions of these collisions, the top of the cloud fills with lighter ice crystals that carry positive charge. The bottom fills with heavier wet hail that holds negative charge. The cloud has now separated into two huge zones of opposite charge, a giant natural battery floating in the sky. 2. How the cloud affects the ground. The negative base does more than just sit there. It pushes electrons deeper into the ground below, leaving the surface positively charged. Trees, rooftops, even your own body become charged with invisible positives. The ground hasn't created anything new. The storm has induced it, forcing the charges to separate. 3. Where lightning can happen now. The storm has two powerful electric fields, one inside the cloud itself, between the plus top and base, and one between the cloud and the ground. That's why lightning can take different paths. A. In-cloud lightning, most common. When the positive top and negative base discharge into each other, lightning flashes inside the cloud. This is the glow that lights up the storm from within. It's the most common kind of lightning, and the ground isn't involved at all. B. Negative cloud to ground, typical ground strike. But sometimes the negative base of the cloud discharges downward. A stepped leader of negative charge snakes toward the ground. At the same time, the ground's positive charges surge upward as streamers. When they connect, a powerful return stroke blazes upward along the channel. This is the lightning bolt you see hitting the earth, by far the most common ground strike. C. Positive cloud to ground, rare, dangerous. Occasionally, the positive charge at the very top of the cloud discharges to the ground. These strikes are rarer, but they are stronger and can travel far, sometimes hitting 10 or 20 kilometers from the storm's edge. That's the so-called bolt from the blue. A clear sky overhead, yet lightning slams down out of nowhere. 4. The sound of thunder. When the channel superheats to 30,000 degrees Celsius, air expands explosively. That shock wave is thunder. A nearby strike cracks like a gunshot. A distant strike rolls and rumbles because sound from different parts of the bolt reaches you at different times. Count the seconds between flash and thunder. Divide by 3 and you'll know how many kilometers away the strike was. 5. Why lightning matters. Lightning fertilizes Earth. Each strike produces nitrogen oxides that rain down to feed plants and forests. It balances the planet's global electric circuit, and it leaves marks fulgurites, glassy tubes in sand and soil, geological fossils of storms thousands of years old. 6. What it means for us. When lightning strikes a person, it's not because of a phone or a small device. The storm cloud has already forced charges onto their body. Your body alone is enough. What makes you vulnerable is being the tallest object in an open space, or holding something long and conductive, like a golf club or fishing rod. That's why lightning rods work. They give the storm a safer path to the ground. 7. Safety in 1 minute. Lightning close by? Follow the 30-30 rule. If thunder follows the flash in 30 seconds or less, go inside. After the last thunder, wait 30 minutes before going back out. Best shelter, a solid building or a car with a metal roof. Avoid open fields, hilltops, single trees, water, and long metal objects. Now you've seen it step by step. The storm builds charge, the earth answers. Sometimes the discharge stays in the clouds. Sometimes it leaps down to the ground. Lightning isn't random magic. It's nature's way of balancing itself, an immense, beautiful, dangerous connection between sky, earth, and even the cosmos.